4 hopped.
Yeah. They
Oh boy, Forbidden Kingdom's gonna get the lead without the jockey even trying.
Yep.
Armagnac tried going and just couldn't. Didn't have that
Yeah.
sprinter speed to go with him early. Happy Jack is interesting because he's up closer. Remember when he lost to Messier, he was last the entire stretch of the way. He broke very well. I think third is about his ceiling for this race, so it's a good spot for him to sit. But
They're not
Forbidden
crawling,
Kingdom,
though.
no. But I think you said on the blinkers off, Aaron, that if there's one track where you want the speed of a sprinter to try and go 2 turns a mile on the 16th, it's Santa Anita in the way it's been playing. And he looks comfortable. I mean, 22 and 3 is fast, but he's comfortable up there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's 45 and 4. It's
setting up
quick.
for Doppelganger, that's for sure.
Doppelganger's starting to move.
He is.
He's a long ways back there. That's the thing.
I think Pratt realized he lost sight of Forbidden Kingdom and had to go.
Yeah,
Doppelganger
he just got burned up by the 6. So
Look at that gap. Look at that gap. Forbidden Kingdom loses this, he should never race again.
But Doppelganger's really moving on him, but he shouldn't give it up. Yeah, without any doubt.
Not at Santa Anita. Not at Santa Anita. You don't give up a lead like that.
This was kind of the problem we thought with going in the race. It's like, Doppelganger might make a run, but he just can't.
Well, like I said, if he does get caught, we know we can draw a line through him. Doppelganger is really trying. He's not going to get there, though.
I mean, I don't think you watch that race and are discouraged by Doppelganger at all. I mean, I think Forbidden Kingdom, though, is pretty fucking legit, though.
Yep.
That was solid. I mean, he kept it going better than I thought he would. Once you saw that 110, I thought he might come back a little bit more, and he kind of kept it going. He ran Doppelganger off his feet there, too. I mean, you just hearing the gallop out, Doppelganger's exhausted.
Yep. And Forbidden Kingdom wins the gallop out today easy. He's still cruising around. Like I said, Doppelganger just quit. He's a tough one, right? He kind of reminds me, and listen, not talent-wise, not accomplishments, but the way he kind of runs, when they stretch Beholder out for the first couple of times, everybody's like, yeah, I don't think she can do it. I don't think she can do it. Kind of just what Somich says, they kind of have that elite speed. And even though maybe they don't really want to go that far, they're just fast and they kind of just run the other ones off their feet a little bit. And, I think the Baffert horse, they really wanted to press there and it just couldn't do it. Didn't have the ability to do it. So that was super, super impressive.
Do you think that Messier has the kind of early speed to go with Forbidden Kingdom or anything like that? Because usually the best Baffert horses traditionally are ones that they're fast early and they'll either set or press on the pace and then take off, which is kind of why I'm like, I don't know how I feel about Doppelganger with his running style. Messier seems to be more forwardly placed. Do you think he, at least as a Baffert, has a shot against Forbidden Kingdom?
Yeah, I think certainly he does, because I think that's the key to it. You got to be able to get closer to him. And, the big key is, if you press him going 2 turns, does he quit? We don't know. He has a look at one that might. But yeah, he's got to have somebody press him up front, and you got to be a lot closer to him. And again, in a situation, I wasn't like, I'm done with Doppelganger after the last race, because that race was never going to set up for him. You look at this race, it's like he's never going to win that race when it's that kind of setup. He's just not. He's not that kind of horse. He's a different Baffert. 99% of the Bafferts go towards the front and re-break and go. He's more of a normal horse coming from the back, try to make a move. But he's never going to beat that horse with that kind of setup. No way.
All right, we are 7 minutes post here for blanked all day and hit the $100 double.
Nice. Get her going.
Emmanuel's at 2-1. This horse is getting pounded, which, I mean, Halterman, you kind of made reference to that on blinkers off without having Mo Donegal in the race. Of course, the other Pletcher that scratched out, you knew this horse was probably going to be bet hard.
Yeah, and he is. And like I said, he's the Pletcher to bet now. Look, I said this to you this morning. I said it on the show with Somich this morning. If you're going to look at his raw times, if you're going to look at his speed figures, all that stuff, the paces that he's been setting, you're not going to ever get on Emmanuel. because they haven't asked Emmanuel to do anything to earn any kind of figure or run any kind of fast pace or run a fast time. I compare it to this. If a quarterback comes into the game in the fourth quarter and throws for 150 yards and leads his team to a victory, after the game, you're not mad that the quarterback didn't throw for 350 yards. They only asked him to play one quarter, and he was great in that quarter. Now, Emmanuel steps up where they're going to have to ask him, to, so to speak, to run 3.5, 4 quarters. Can he do it? Well, based on his talent that he's shown, I think he can. But that's the key. You get him out there in this situation, you never know. He's going to have to be asked to do some things that he hasn't done yet, get out of his comfort zone perhaps a little bit. He might respond well. He might not. It's the same thing in football. Okay, that quarterback that had a great fourth quarter, now he starts the next game. Will he be able to put 4 quarters together? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. But you just have to kind of make the decision based off the talent you've seen, and I think he has a ton of talent.
This has been a presentation of RacingDudes.com, your destination for all things horse racing and sports betting. Whether you want free winners, expert insider picks, up-to-the-minute trackside weather reports, or podcasts and videos for bettors of all skill levels, never make another wager without visiting the Racing Dudes. First,